it's just amazing about the story of Eugene.
Well, my mother-in-law, that's his mother over there. We used to sit at her kitchen table, and we would talk. I loved genealogy, and she loved to tell about the family. And she had one brother, Paul, that died of a massive heart attack. And I said, do you miss Paul? She said, yes, I do. She said, but I miss Eugene more. I said, who's Eugene? And she started telling. So they never knew.
We never knew. None of us were born
When he
died.
Yeah.
And
Fred was the last one that knew him.
His only brother
Fred.
was in his 90s.
Yeah.
Like I said, she told us we took pictures of the crash site up there so that they would found his plane. He thought about it a while. I mean, you could tell he was really in thoughts about it.
Well, Susan said, let's don't go up there and just, that's his sister, and just blurt it out to him. And I said, no, we need to tell him. Then we'll take him out to eat, and he can ponder on any questions that he wants to ask. And then we'll go back to his house and talk. And Mary Kate had written, did you read the thing that, what, 5 generations? Anyway, I'll have to send you the thing. Oh, well, she's in a movie deal.
Wow.
But, you know, we had to fight with our government to even acknowledge that was their crash site. We even had the serial number of the engine, and we still had to fight with them.
Wow.
So I have no faith in the JPAC. That's the people that go and find the remains and bring them home. But when they did find the remains, I told, I saw on the, what was the name of it? Anyway, they have a website. It was, they were Fort Knox, but again, I can't remember the names.
For the missing veterans or something? No.
Now it's a group that's supposed to search out the missing. Anyway, it was Jack but anyway, I was reading their website because we had heard that they were over there, that someone was over there. We didn't know if they were going to our crash site or what. And so I looked on their webpage, and down in the bottom left-hand corner, it said that they found human remains near Pradesh, India. So I called Miss Watson, who was our liaison, and she says, where are you getting this from? I says, from your website. And she says, what website? I said, your website. And anyway, so it walked on. I said, look, if we have to, we will get the media involved again, and you will not look good again. Because that's the only way they would talk to us. We had to get the media, the newspapers, the reporters, all of them, to get our story out. But anyway, I said, you've got 15 minutes to get me somebody in charge to call me, or I'm going to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Anyway, so he called me back. He says, ma'am, he said, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, pull up your webpage. He did. I said, look in the bottom left-hand corner. He said, he read it. He says, I'll get back with you within an hour.
Wow.
And they did find remains, and we didn't know who they were. They only found one set of remains. And so whenever they were going to be shipping them from India to Hawaii to the base, Billy and I said, you know, we don't know who it is. We don't know if it, and no one else was going. I said, we need to go for the repatriation ceremony in Hawaii. So that's what we did. And we got to tour the forensic laboratory. That place is amazing. They spent $5 million. He had his own water system, electrical. It was solar powered. Everything was, you know, and it was the state of the art. Anyway, so he gave us a tour, and as we went by this one area, the windows, the curtains were closed, or the blinds. You could see a little bit through. And so I said, why is this closed? He says, That's the remains just came in. They're cate- but they're tagging them and all that. So I looked in. They went on, and I looked in a little crack in the window, and I saw a box, and I saw him taking out the remains, and it was all they found of Eugene was a cranial and a jawbone. That's all. So, and lo and behold, we went to lunch with him. I don't know. It was summertime. I went to lunch with him, then we went by my parents' house to check on them because they were elderly. And all of a sudden, I got a phone call from Fort Knox. That's where this organization is. I said, I got to take this bill. So I took it, and he said, can I speak to Bill Long? And I said, that's my husband. I said, I handle the hottest hell stuff. He said, I got to talk to him. So I put it on speaker, and he said, I'm here. And he told us, he said, we want you to know that the remains we found were First Lieutenant Robert Eugene Oxford. Now, whenever that Billy and Susan did the DNA, Tommy actually did the DNA. Anyway, so when they did his and Susan's DNA, it could have been one of two people. So then they had to get Tommy's DNA, and it ruled out the other guy, and it was Eugene. So, but any questions? I mean,
It's just amazing, you know, they could,
you.
in this forensic lab, you know, did DNA study, identified the identity of the remains. So he's supposed to get a military burial, like in
Yes.
Arlington Cemetery.
Well, they did it here.
They did here,
Yeah.
okay.
Of course, a lot of the things that they promised us, we didn't get. We were supposed to get a flyover. We had to get the, there's a, what's the name of that old place? Over in Williamson. Anyway, there was an old airport with antique planes, and they flew over. Were you here? Yeah. They flew over the crash, over the funeral, and he was supposed to have a bodyguard with him the whole time he was here. He did. So the guys on the motorcycles, what do they call them? I forgot what they were. But any honorary something, they posted people with him the whole time he was here. But they were very nice, and and Captain Schreiber, Major Schreiber now, he's became part of our family. We just love him to death. But they've lived in Hawaii for a while, and now I think they're at what's the but anyway, his boys are growing so fast, and we had to get a Oxford get together, and I didn't know it at the time. We invited him. This was the day before the funeral. We had a cookout at our house, and everybody was there, and kids swam, even the adults swam, and I invited Captain Schreiber and his family, but I didn't know that he had to get permission from his commanding officer for him to come to us in a swimsuit, shorts, and regular clothes. And we just really got good friends with him. And his oldest little boy